students need to learn about how they see things. One of the most important ideas that they need to get is light reflecting off of different objects. So we asked students, how does light reflect off of shiny things and non-shiny things? And these are the things that they said.
And if you shine light on metal, sometimes it reflects.
What do you think? Why would metal reflect?
Because it's shiny.
Some things, when you shine light on it, it goes right through. Or sometimes it reflects and goes back and bounces on something else. That's kind of like the sun and the moon. The sun shines on the moon and it reflects onto the earth.
I thought he said a bear.
A bear? I thought he might have said a bear. Did you say a bear?
Yeah.
Okay, say that a little louder. I want to hear it.
A bear might, if you put light on a bear, it might go left or up or the right.
So it goes in just a few certain directions, like left or right or up, but not like all over.
I didn't even know it could reflect from soft things.
So in the video, you could see that students have different ideas about shiny versus non-shiny. They have this idea that light reflects off of shiny things and hard things and flat things, but not soft things. So their idea is that light doesn't reflect off of carpet. It doesn't reflect off of a teddy bear. So how do we talk about light reflecting off of things? One of the things that we like to use is a light ray diagram. So this is a light ray diagram. We try to represent the light with lines. So here I have a flashlight, and I'm representing the light coming out of the flashlight with these different lines. And it's more complicated than this, but we try to simplify it so that we can make it useful. So here we have light coming down and from this flashlight, and it strikes this mirror and reflects off. And when it does that, the angle that it reflects off at is the same angle that it came into. So in this case, it's just like a ball bouncing off. It bounces off and it goes to the eye. And this is not a sideways A, it's an I. It's the symbol we use for eye because it kind of looks like, if you use your imagination, an eye. Okay, so that's our eye. So this is a shiny surface or a mirror or a flat, hard surface that's very shiny. That's what it does. And light reflects off one way. Now, what about other surfaces? Imagine a rough surface, and if you could zoom in, you would see all these zigs and zags in the surface at a close level. So when light comes out of the flashlight, some of the light is going to hit a piece right here such that it reflects that way. Another light ray comes down but hits a different piece over here and makes it reflect a different way. And finally over here, a different way. So you get light coming in and it reflects in all different directions. This is how a non-shiny surface reflects light, but it still reflects light. If I wanted to see it, I still have to have light come down here and reflect into the eye. And that's very important when we talk about vision and how we see stuff. So the difference between shiny, it reflects one way, non-shiny, it reflects all ways. And in between, you could have kind of rough, kind of shiny, and that would be more flat than this, but rougher than that. Now, what about a good demo that you can show students that light does indeed reflect off of non-shiny things? That's what we're going to show now. Okay, so here we have some objects that we can look at, and we also have a shiny object and a non-shiny object. This is just a piece of aluminum foil. Here's a crumpled up piece of aluminum foil, and then I have a white card. I also have right here a white screen. So the idea is to show that light is reflecting off of the shiny, which the students already said that. And we can see that by it making light on the screen. So here I have a flashlight, and I'm shielding the flashlight a little bit like this because I don't want the light to go straight to the screen. I want it to go off of the reflected aluminum foil. But you can see that the light definitely is going from here to there. I take off the light, I don't get it. So it's definitely making light reflect and hit the screen. Okay, now what about the white card? Let's do the same thing for the white card. We want to see if there's anything on the screen when I shine the light on the white card. You'll notice that the screen does get brighter, but there's not a spot or pattern that you would see. That says that light's coming down and it's reflecting to all these different parts of the screen, and that's what makes it get brighter. Now, of course, the in-between, we don't have to have shiny and non-shiny. We can have shiny-ish. So this is a crumpled up aluminum foil. I'm going to do the same thing. And there you see the pattern on the, it does make the screen brighter. It actually has more of a spot. So it's kind of like this, and it's kind of like this. It's kind of like the combination of the shiny and the non-shiny. It's in between. So hopefully when you start off with the shiny, they already knew that it reflected off of that. But now with this, you can have evidence that it does indeed reflect off of a non-shiny object. So now you have enough evidence for your students to be able to build the idea that light reflects off of both shiny and non-shiny objects so that they can see things.